Welcome back to the channel. We're happy to have you, and we are going to conduct a final review for the Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order Dark Temple series. It's the 5th issue, the final issue, and this has come out about 3 weeks after the game was released. The game review will be coming shortly. The last issue finished on this big fight between the Dark Corporation and the Filari. And that's exactly where this issue starts. And unlike the previous chapters, this didn't start with the second sister. The second sister is at the end. Anyway, so the fighting goes on, and Cere is just trying to figure out what to do, so she decides to make her way towards Delanto, gets into his main office, turns off her lightsaber and says, "Look, you have my trust. Help me out. Withdraw your forces." She asks him, "Are you really serious about just going to the temple for knowledge?" He's like, "Yes." So she asks him to please stop and promises him that she'll do everything she can to get him into the archive. He actually stays very nice to her, lets her know that he actually hired the people to be security for him, and they're the ones who did indeed attack Cere's caravan, but they didn't know that they were going to do that, and all of those people were Filari. Then the next moment we see that Delanto gets attacked, most likely killed, and we see that Nirali is behind all of this. She would not stop attacking, she would not stop the fighting. Luckily, the Republic forces arrive right at that time. Mace Windu takes charge, along with a couple of other Jedi, and they help her out, while Cere goes into the temple to try and help Eno. They find him there, he's barely conscious, and he gets trapped into an energy field. And Nirali and the annoying droid are there to basically reveal that their plan was to start a war all along, and the Jedi are basically pawns in this. So they were hoping to get them killed while they are attacking the Republic with their super powerful energy weapons, because those energy spheres from the temple gave them that superpower. Anyway, but they underestimated the Republic forces. The Republic forces just totally obliterated the Filari. Meanwhile, Cere and Eno and Eno's friend Odu, Master Odu, apparently another Jedi, was there, escape, but just as they're about to get out of the temple, giant explosion hits, and the whole temple just explodes, and Odu actually dies in the explosion. And despite everything, Cere and Eno save Nirali's life, say, "Look, we're not your enemy, just come with us." They end up not wanting to go. The whole ground around the temple just falls out, and they make it back to Coruscant a few days later. That's basically the end of the story on Ontotho. They couldn't resolve the conflict, but the Republic forces were there, and they just kind of finished the job. And we see this conversation that Cere is having with the Jedi Council. They say, "Look, your mission was kind of a failure, but you did everything you could, so good job." And at the end of it all, Mace Windu ends up making her a Jedi Knight and an equal with Eno. So they just kind of hang out, trying to figure out what's next for her and their adventures. Then at the end of the issue, we get to the second sister's part, and she is in that temple. She finds an old data pad from Eno, and that's how she finds out about the planet Bogano in the Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order game, and so that's where she is headed. Now, TLDR for this issue is that we find out that Cere and Eno ended up being double-crossed, and the Filari are actually the bad guys. They wanted the war with the Republic, wanted to overthrow the government. So their plan falls through. The Republic is stronger than them. Jedi come and help them out, and Cere and Eno escape. Cere ends up being commended for her efforts and becomes a Jedi Knight. At the end of it, we also find that the second sister finds the datapad from Eno, and that's how she finds out about the planet Bogano, which plays one of the key roles in the Jedi Fallen Order game. I think it was a good issue, very well put together, just like all of them. It was decent. It gave a good foundation to Cere's character, Eno's character, even though we don't see much of Eno in the game. And it does tie up a couple loose ends about Cere being Jedi Knight, so she knows how to make other people Jedi Knights. There is part of that in the game. We find out how the second sister finds out about Bogano because it was a secret location. Again, more information in the game, but those little tidbits tie a couple of things together in the story, so that's very well done. Thank you so much for listening. Really happy to have you here and sticking around for this entire series. This has been fun. I don't know if we'll be doing a lot more comic reviews. We will be posting the review of the Fallen Order game and the gameplay walkthrough sometime soon, so stay tuned for that. Leave your comments below about your thoughts on it, any suggestions on editing and or production. We'll be happy to hear from you. Like and subscribe, and see you next time. Bye.